Since my menopause symptoms have started around 2020, so it's about 4 years now I've been going into my symptoms. So initially it was night sweats, which I just kind of brushed off as I was hot under the covers. And then I started with hot flashes in 2020, and I'm telling you, hot flashes galore. And hot flashes feel like, for me, it starts off in my head, and I feel like this big flash of something going on, and all of a sudden it just kind of goes down to my body, and I start to sweat in my stomach and in the middle of my elbows here, and on my lower body I start to sweat, and they last around 60 seconds, sometimes 30, sometimes a minute and a half. When I'm super hot, I have to frantically roll down the window or put myself in front of a fan and really cool off. That's like, I'm talking when I'm driving, I have to put the air conditioning on. When I'm at home, I have to go outside in the snow to cool off. It's actually been kind of interesting and crazy and weird all at the same time, and it really affects my daily living and things that I'm doing, because I actually can't perform what I'm doing in the moment because I'm just so hot. The other thing I've been dealing with is most concerning to me is my brain fog and my forgetfulness. And I'm not just talking, I go into a room and I forget what I'm doing there. That's kind of normal for most people, right? But I'm literally looking at my cats and I can't think of their name. I have to play charades with my husband to kind of grasp the word I'm trying to think. And it's just not coming out. It's just a big blank in my brain and I can't get the word out. I know what I want to say. I'm trying to describe it, but the word isn't coming out. That is my biggest issue for me, and the one I worry about the most for, like, you know, longevity, and how is that going to get worse? Is it going to get better? The other one, I've noticed that I get a little more tired after my workouts, and during my workouts I feel like I don't have enough energy to get through. Now, you all know I train super hard. I am super athletic, and I just take it to the next level. All my workouts are amazing and strong, and I kind of feel like I've hit a plateau. I'm not getting any stronger, although I am super strong. So somebody would judge me and say, well, you are already strong, but I'm not getting stronger, and I always want to be challenging myself and to be getting stronger. So that is an issue for me. And the recovery, I need more recovery. I need more time in between my sets, and I also might need more days off. For instance, if I do legs on Wednesday, quads on Wednesday, I usually do deadlifts on Friday or Saturday, and I don't feel super recovered, so I'll skip my deadlift day because I want to be 100% on my deadlift day, which kind of messes up my workout because now I'm scattering into my upper body days. The other effect that I have is kind of like not as much energy throughout the day, and I get a little tired. Occasionally I'll need a nap, no big deal. And the libido is kind of up and down. Sometimes it's okay and sometimes it's not. So those are all of my symptoms that I've been dealing with. I just had my hormones checked. My estradiol is low, and my FSH shows, and prolactin shows that I am postmenopausal, which means that I have very low estrogen, which puts me at risk of lots of illnesses that I don't want, right? So we have to do our due diligence and research everything. When you have low estrogen, you're at risk for brain fog, you're at risk for bone degeneration, you're at risk for bone loss, muscle loss. So I'm doing everything I can to make sure that I want to live the next 50 years of my life healthy, fit, and strong. And I do that. Number one priority for me is strength training, and strength training so that I get strong, and I challenge myself through every single workout. You should be too. And now I work with ladies over the age of 40 to get them fit and strong. I have them send me their videos so I can assess if they're performing, number one, they're performing their movement patterns properly, and then if they've been working out for a while, I can assess if they need to increase their weight, as long as they have proper form and technique and they look good. And I do challenge them to increase their weight so that they can get fit and strong. The other way that I make sure that I am healthy during this phase of my life, I make sure I have nutrient-dense food, and I'm talking fruits, vegetables, lots of high-density, nutrient-dense food like sprouts. We grow our own sprouts at home, and make sure that I'm getting all of that, and I stay very, very hydrated. I try to drink half a gallon to a gallon of water a day so that I'm flushing out the toxins throughout the day. My kidneys are working great. My bowel movements are spot on. I make sure I get all of my fiber in. I shoot for around 25 minimum And I always hit that. I have no problem because I don't rely on meat. I rely on fruits, plants, and vegetables to get me through the day. And I've had my labs tested and I'm not sufficient in vitamin C, vitamin B. My vitamin D needs a little boost, but I'm going to be on some replacement for that, so that's not going to be an issue. So the reason why I'm talking about this, because I know a lot of women are going through what I'm going through and don't know what to do. They think it's just a natural process of life. But what we're learning now is, yes, it's a natural process of life. But if you're having symptoms, you don't have to be miserable. You can research hormone replacement therapy, and that would include estrogen, possibly progesterone, and possibly testosterone to help you get back on track and optimize your hormones to where you used to be so that you will feel much better. Because you don't have to live the next 50 years of your life going through all these symptoms. And it is natural, yes. And I've heard people say, well, it's just a natural process. God made us this way. Yes, but God also gave a 10, 11, and 12-year-old their periods, which means they could have a pregnancy. But we don't want them to do that, right? We don't want sending them out, getting them pregnant, right? That, even though it's natural that they got their period. So I really want you to think about what's going on in your body. Research what can be done so that you get all of the best information out there. And it's really imperative and important to do what's best for you. So menopause.org has a list of providers that all want to help you and see what's right for you. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to be talking more and more about this. I'm going to go over my labs one by one by one. There's just a few that aren't done yet. I just had them done last Thursday, which is about 4 days ago. They should be done today, and I'm going to go over each and every one to help you figure out what they mean and what's right for you, how you can get your labs done, where you can get your labs done, and once they come back, what you can do about them. All right, everybody, follow me for more fit and health tips, and if you want a programmed workout, you can go to my website and purchase it. That's revolutionfitness.club. It's under online coaching, and you can work with me one-on-one, or I can just send you the workouts. It's really up to you. Follow me for more fit and health tips, and I hope you enjoyed this. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'd really appreciate if you can like and subscribe so we can get this information out to more ladies over